Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Hafizuddin bin Muhammad Jufri and my batch number is S59257. Today I would like to present about detection of white spot syndrome virus WSSV of shrimp, which is spinach monodon using simple PCR. For the introduction, white spot disease is an important disease affecting peanut shrimp in Asia and the Indian subcontinent. It is caused by white spot syndrome virus enveloped in double-strand DNA. WSSV has been isolated and characterized from Pinus indicus and Pinus monodon in India. WSSV can be detected by the various techniques including histology, immunological, and in situ hybridization. The polymerase chain reaction technique has been considered as the most sensitive method to detect WSSV. Real-time polymerase chain has been reported for the quantification of infectious hypoderma and hepatophytic necrosis period in infected peanut shrimp. And then the problem statement. The first one is which method the most sensitive in determination of white spot syndrome virus? In shrimp, either a conventional amplification with a single sense or antisense primer set or a nest amplification. The second is does polymerase reaction chain are the most sensitive method in determination of white spot syndrome virus compared to other diagnostic method? Next objective. The first one is to diagnose the simple procedure to detect white spot syndrome virus of shrimp. The second is to determine the most sensitive method to detect white spot syndrome virus by using nest amplification. Then, methodology. The first one is collection of experimental animals. The shrimp were collected from ponds in Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, India. The animals were fed commercially pellet feed, and their dissolved oxygen level, salinity, pH, and temperature were measured, and the good quality and healthy shrimp were used. The second is prevention of viral inoculum. WSSV infected shrimp, Pinus modern, with prominent white spot were collected from shrimp farms located at Andhra Pradesh, India. The hemolymph was drawn directly from the heart of infected shrimp using sterile syringe. The next time course infectivity experiment. Shrimp which is Pinus monodon were infected by intramuscular injection of WSSV. The animals were maintained in 100-liter fiberglass tank at room temperature which is 27 to 30 degrees Celsius with salinity ranging between 15 and 20 ppt. Tissue and hemolymph were collected from experimental animal which is 5 per sample sacrificed at 1.5, 3, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30 and 36 hours and more even. Then, extraction of WSSV DNA. DNA was prepared from the WSSV infected shrimp by extraction from hemolymph, eye stalk, heart, gill, heads, soft tissue, and tail muscle. The hemolymph was drawn directly from the heart after removal of the carapace. Organs to be extracted were cut and homogenized separately. The edges were deproteinized by successive phenochloroform, isoamyl alcohol extraction, and dried. And last one, polymerase chain reaction. Primer F1, F2, and F3 and one antisense primer R1 were designed from the nucleotide sequence of 626 base pair using primer analysis software. The sensitivity of the single tube non-stop semi-nest PCR assay was determined using purified WSSV. Next, the result. As we can see, A belongs to F1 which is contain product size 500 base pair. B belong to F2 which have 300 base pair. And C belongs to F3 which have 200 product size 200 base pair, and D belongs to R1 which is undetected base pair. As we can see, R1, the temperature for R1 is 61.5 degrees Celsius. For F1, 56 degrees Celsius. For F2, 60.6 degrees Celsius. And for F3, 61.7 degrees Celsius. For the discussion, PCR technique has been found to be the most sensitive among these diagnostic methods, particularly nest PCR. The nested The NEST PCR technique are being used to detect a number of viruses such as hepatitis C virus, fish rhabdovirus, and peanut shrimp virus. In this NEST PCR method, a portion of PCR reaction from the first step is transferred to a second PCR reaction tube for the second application. Chai 2001 have designed semi-NEST PCR with all the reagent in a single tube for the NEST reaction to avoid this potential problem. Method of semi-NEST PCR is very useful to grade the severity of viral infection to 3 level, similar to the method developed by Chai. Our method is an improvement because all the primer set have the same analytic temperature and the PCR program is therefore simpler. The level of infection is considered to be important for the management of WSSV in cultures. The cost-infectivity experiment with WSSV in shrimp has been carried out to assess the Western blot technique, histology, and single-step PCR. A study carried out by Chang and colleagues using DNA probe revealed the detection of WBSV in the gills, stomach, and hepatopancreas. Among the studies, our method of semi-NEST PCR was found to be very useful for early detection and more sensitivity for WSSV. Next, for the conclusion. In conclusion, among this diagnostic technique, nested PCR has been discovered to be the most sensitive method to detect white spot syndrome virus, which is WSSV. Many viruses, including the hepatitis C virus, fish rhabdovirus, and peanut shrimp virus, are being found using the NEST PCR technique. And lastly, reference. I already used all this reference to do this assignment. And thank you.